Stars by Golf Digest, this well-manicured 27-hole championship layout is open to the public and features scenic views of spacious rolling fairways carved from a forest of magnolias, dogwoods, and pines. Elevation changes, wetland preserves, and bountiful wildlife accentuate the flowing terrain, creating an atmosphere truly unique in the Gulf Coast region. Add a full-service restaurant, an award-winning golf shop, first-class practice facilities, and a good dose of our staff's southern hospitality, and Timber Creek becomes a must-play for any golfer. Ideally located in Baldwin County, just north of Interstate 10, exit 38, directly across from the Eastern Shore Center. Timber Creek is easily accessible from Mobile, Biloxi, Gulf Shores, and Pensacola. For a tee time, call 877-621-9900. That's 877-621-9900. And prepare yourself for a wonderful golf experience at Timber Creek Golf Club.
The important points here are the wind-up of the hips and body, the extension of the left arm, and the cock of the wrist, indicated by the angle between the left arm and the shaft of the club.
Oh my goodness! In your life have you seen anything like that?
This crowd has gone deadly silent. Cinderella story, out of nowhere. A former greenskeeper now about to become the Masters champion.
McConnell Buick GMC presents Southern Fairways Golf Radio Show. Here are your hosts, Randy Burgan and Danny Spivey.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Southern Fairways Golf Radio Show. It is September the 27th, and we are broadcasting live from our Southern Fairway studios located at the Burgan's La Casa right there in South Alabama. As you know, we'll talk golf first right here on the Golf Broadcast Network, and so much to talk about in today's show. Of course, the second major of the PGA Tour, the 120th playing of the U.S. Open from Winged Foot in New York, wrapped up last Sunday. And a Bridgestone guy, that's right, a Bridgestone guy. He is the technician. Bryson DeChambeau gets his first major in big fashion, I might add. So congrats to him and the Bridgestone family. I'm sure we're going to be talking about DeChambeau, and you know, he could be changing the way we play golf, but we'll talk about that in just a little bit. We got a lot to get into for sure. I can guarantee you today's show is going to be a ton of fun. It is going to go by so extremely fast. It'll be very fast-paced. So as I say it each Sunday, go ahead and buckle up. I'm telling you, it'll be like a rocket ship today. All right, certainly want to welcome in all of our listeners and all the folks in the Birmingham, Montgomery, Auburn area, and all parts in between as we welcome you to a new sports station, Fox Sports Central Alabama 98.3. Also, all of you along the Gulf Coast from Destin, Florida to Gulfport, Mississippi, glad to have you with us. I'm your host, Randy Burgan, and my podgy Danny Spivey is right here beside me. But I got to say, listen, it's been 2 weeks now, I guess, almost 2 weeks since Hurricane Sally has been through, and everybody's is getting through it pretty good, but a lot of devastation, Danny, a lot of devastation. But I did enjoy that Open last Sunday.
Yes, you did, absolutely. And
why am I not here today, Dan?
well, I'll look. Go ahead, buddy.
Let's see if that's off for you. Check to see if your mic is off there real quick.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, it helps if I hit the on button there, Randall. But no, you're absolutely right. You know, it's been a strange week for everybody down here, and you know, obviously all of our thoughts and prayers out to a lot of people still, affected, especially down around the beaches. And it was a strange week, wasn't it? It was like everybody kind of putting things back together, and school's still out until this coming Wednesday for all of Baldwin and most of Mobile County as well. And but I'll tell you, that U.S. Open, we had power on last week when we did the show. Of course, we went over to the studio, and we did. We had, not only did Bryson DeChambeau have some success, but one Randall Burgan had some success. So golf clap.
That's right. Oh, we had a blast for sure.
That was fun.
I'm sure we'll talk about that at some point. Hey, your leaderboard update presented by Rolex comes your way in just a few moments as we talk golf first right here on the Golf Broadcast Network. But man, come on, the SEC kicked off yesterday, and OMG, a couple of upsets. I'm sure that we will have to discuss those at some point. The phone lines are going to be open today. If you've got questions, comments, certainly if you want winnings of free golf, you need to know this number, 251-343-0106. And you can also text us on that same number, 251-343-0106. 106. Hey, you want to take us anywhere? You can. You can put us up in like a little box, Dan. All you got to do is get the app, tune in radio, and search FM Talk 106.5 or Fox Sports Central Alabama 98.3, a part of Radio Alabama. Also, if you dare, you can go on Facebook. Check out our page, Southern Fairways, and also on YouTube. Just search Randy Burgan Live and watch the show if you dare. It's always kind of fun because you never know what exactly might happen whenever we're live. It's always fun, I can promise you. Okay, on our Jason Young State Farm Insurance guest line, David Musial, the general manager of Glen Lakes, in Foley. He will be on in just a few moments. He'll have Golf for Dummies. That segment has become very popular, and you won't want to miss that. That comes up in just a few moments. PGA member, founder, and CEO of GolfCritique.com, which we are excited to partner up with. Mr. Jeremy Lee will be with us at the bottom of the hour. In the next hour, Kevin Mueller, VP and Director of Marketing with the American Autism and Rehabilitation Center. He will be with us to talk about an awesome golf tournament coming up, and I'm telling you, if you've not registered, you got to register. All right, we're going to talk all about that. So Dan, go ahead and put on your calendar next Friday. Next Friday, it will be at Rock Creek. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, the 9th. It's the 9th. The 9th. Yeah, that's 9th. Right. So put that on your calendar for sure. Okay, buddy.
It's time for your leaderboard update, brought to you by Bristol Golf and by the GCGA Tour.
Well, post the 120 U.S. Open, the PGA Tour takes a little break to some sunshine. Of course, down in the Dominican Republic for the Corrales Punta Cana Resort and Club Championship. On top of the leaderboard, American Adam Long looking for his second PGA Tour victory. He's a 17 under par. He's got a 2-shot lead over American Hudson Swafford, a 3-shot lead over Canadian Mackenzie Hughes, and the guy from China, Jing Sheng is at 13 under.
Bless you very much. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, the UPA Tour will wrap up very soon for the United Kingdom for the Dubai Duty-Free Irish Open. England's Aaron Ray looking for his 6th professional tour victory, along with Thailand's. Are you ready for this? Here's the name, Jazz. And look, Danny, I got it written down. You got it. From Thailand. Janwanta Nanon. There you go. They're tied at 9 under. The LPGA, they'll crank back up this week in New Jersey for the ShopRite LPGA Classic. The Corn Ferry Tour is in Kansas for the Wichita Open, supporting Wichita's youth. Leading the way, a very cool kid, Jared Wolf. He's got a 3-stroke lead over the field at 17 under. Jared will be our spotlight golfer this week, presented by Golf Critique. Cool kid. Very cool kid. We'll share his background a little bit with you here coming up in just a few moments. All right, there you go. You are now officially up to date on the happenings in the golf world. That's your leaderboard update, brought to you by Bridgestone Golf and the GCGA Tour. Speaking of which, all right, if you're looking for competitive golf, we're winding down the 2020 season. We only have 2 official events left. That will be October the 4th, so next Sunday, Dan, we will be in Timber Creek. But originally that was supposed to be at Craft Farm, but we can't. They're going to be closed down for just a little bit as they go through all the stuff they're going through, and so we had to make some quick adjustments, and we'll be at Timber Creek. So go online. You can register at GCGAtour.com, and then the final event of the season back at Timber Creek for our Tour Championship, October the 25th. So check it out, GCGAtour.com. Boy, I tell you, we have got a lot we're going to get into today. You heard me mention just a few moments ago. Obviously, we're going to talk golf first. We always do. But a few upset fans. College football yesterday, Dan.
You know, if got a lot of texts yesterday, and if I was on Facebook a lot as well as we were watching some of these college football games. First of all, it was just so refreshing to see college players out there. A very strange dynamic with kind of looked like a sporadic high school games with all these sparse fans around, and
I didn't like it.
Yeah, it's a different dynamic, but obviously the SEC in full action. And well, I guess the news of the day in the SEC, I'm sure one of our frequent callers at the end of our second hour will be calling in. I hope he does. And, of course, Tiger Mike. And I don't know if LSU just looked flat-footed defensively, offensively, but I can tell you one thing: Mississippi State looked pretty darn good.
With Mike Leach in there, now Mississippi State becomes relevant again. All right, a very good showing yesterday. And for whatever reason, we went out and played golf yesterday at Timber Creek, and let me just mention, we had 21 guys out with us yesterday. Timber Creek is really in good shape. They've really done a lot of clearing in the last week and a half, and got to be honest with you, it was a lot of fun. The greens rolled great. Hey, look, we're going to take a quick time out. When we come back, it's Golf for Dummies as PGA teaching professional and general manager of Glen Lakes Golf Club, David Musial, joins us. So buckle up. This is the fastest 2 hours in radio, I guarantee it. It's Southern Fairways Golf Show.
Matt Brandt here again with Boudreaux's Cajun Grill and Daphne. We are excited to be back open and providing you the best seafood, the best Creole, crawfish etouffee, crawfish cakes, smothered catfish, and you can't forget that voodoo pasta. Come on down and enjoy it with us. Sit on that covered deck, sit inside. We'll take good care of you. Boudreaux's Cajun Grill and Daphne. Come on down.
Boudreaux's Cajun Grill, located on Highway 98 just south of I-10.
Time to head over to McConnell Automotive and talk with Louis Arata. What kind of great deals can we expect if we head over?
Check out our cars, or do this. Check us out online at McConnellAutomotive.com. We got all the used cars up. We got all the new cars up. You can look at it. We got a little 360 camera that goes all the way around the car. You can check it out, and then just come to the dealership and buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
You've mentioned some of these new vehicles that are really hot right now, and I know those AT4 trucks, lots of people looking for those.
That's right. We got a few in. Actually saw one down to South Florida. Going to deliver it in Orlando tomorrow, an AT4 3/4 ton. That's how scarce they are, and we've got them. You need to come check those out. Don't forget, we're going to be there. So get there about 9 o'clock in the morning. We'll be there till 5. We'll have the games on. If y'all, like I said, y'all don't want to miss a game, come see us.
All right, good stuff. We appreciate it, Louis. That's Louis Arata. Go see him at McConnell Automotive on Dolphin Street, just east of I-65, and online, McConnellAutomotive.com.
Hello, Brian Barker, head golf professional at Lake Forest Golf Club. Have you decided where your next golf experience will be? Well, consider Lake Forest Golf Club. We're open to the public and offer a very challenging and extremely affordable experience. For just $39 plus tax, you'll receive unlimited golf and your choice of a premium sleeve of golf balls or a hot lunch. Why wait? Call 251-626-9324 to book your tee time today. That's 251-626-9324.
And we welcome you back to Southern Fairways Golf Show right here on the Golf Broadcast Network. I'm Randy Burgan, along with my man, Dan Spivey. Now, Danny, you went out and played Steelwood yesterday. What were the conditions out of Steelwood?
For the most part, they did a tremendous job. A lot of trees, probably, 400 or 500 trees down around that whole neighborhood and then on the golf course. But, wet in some spots, still a lot of drainage going on, certain areas. But I'll tell you, everything else was absolutely beautiful. Had a good group, too. Had 17 of us out there yesterday morning in our little men's group, and I explained to you, we had 17 people and 17 golf carts. And, when you have that, you can you play rather quickly. I think we played in just over 3 hours, 10 minutes, and settled up bets, and I was home by noon. Right?
There you go. All right, let's go to our Jason Young State Farm Insurance guest line. Welcome in our partner, the one and only David Musial, General Manager of Glen Lakes down in Foley, Alabama. You got to put it on your playlist for sure. And I tell you what, go ahead and write down this number, 251-955-1220, and get that tee time set. David, how you doing down there? How did I know last week when we talked with you, had a lot of trees down. You were looking to open up rather soon. How's that process coming along now?
Randy, I appreciate you asking that. Things are really progressing well. And so we've got the Vista course open, just have 9 holes open right now, open today. The driving range is open, and we are targeting about somewhere between October 2nd and 6th to have the Dunes course open. So we'll have a full 18 holes open, and then the following week we'll get to work on the Lakes course. So it shouldn't be too far away. That we're going to looking forward to taking advantage of the opportunity to do a little bunker renovation. We're going to put new sand in all of the bunkers, all 102 of them on the golf course, and get the trees cleared out, and do some clubhouse work, new carpeting, and do some things to upgrade facility while we have the chance to do it. So we're excited. Yesterday we had our junior league played on the Vista course, and for those kids that never played on that 9 before, and it just felt like golf was back, and look forward to getting back into some normalcy after the hurricane, and maintenance crew's doing a great job and get things cleaned up for us.
Look, I know we got to leave a little room here for Golf for Dummies coming up in just a minute, but and Danny, you know, we're fairly humble. We're not too egotistical, but I do have to say that congratulations to you, David. You called it last week. You said you thought Bryson DeChambeau would get the win. I seconded that nomination, and Dan, I think you were also in there.
I made it a quorum.
You did. So
wearing spikes, Danny, did you notice that? We had our Golf for Dummies about spikes or spikeless, and I guess going after it 135 mile an hour club head speed, you better have some spikes.
Better have some grip going, huh? Yep.
All right, here we go. Let's see if we can make it work here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Golf for Dummies. Here's the man, David Musial. Take it away.
All right, listeners, so we're going to talk today on Golf for Dummies about color. The color of the tee markers that we play from, the color of the stakes and lines that we see out there on the golf course, and the color of the flag stick. So we're going to start with the tees that we play when we go to the golf course. For the average golfer, you want to go to typically the white tees. We see the black tees being further back. We see sometimes those are blue tee markers, and then see a gold and a red. And confusing to the average golfer if they come to the golf course and not familiar with where to play from. And we want to play from a yardage of around 6,000 yards for an average golfer, and that's typically going to be your white tees. So make sure that you check that scorecard also, or check with the starter there at the course to make sure you're playing from the correct set. If you don't want to play too far back, that's going to cause us problems with how difficult the golf course plays, and the people behind us won't appreciate that a whole lot. So we want to make sure we play from a set of tees that's short enough that we can enjoy. Senior golfers, typically that's going to be a gold tee marker, and that's going to play somewhere from around 5,600 yards. Never want to play something that's too far back. If you're in a situation where you're not sure, go to that closer set of tees. So then we move on to these stakes and lines that we see out on the golf course. Those colors, we see a red stake or a red line, and what is that? That is a penalty area. Back in the 1800s, the Royal and Ancient decided that it should be a red color because that's a penalty. That's a power color. So if we see that red line, we can drop out of that for a one-shot penalty, and if you can play from in there if you like to. The rules of golf have been changed to where to try to make things simpler, so you see that red line or that red stake, that's going to be considered a penalty area, and you can take one shot and come out of that area. All right, now we see these white stakes. That is out of bounds. Do not play from that area. Local rules now allow us to come back with a 2-shot penalty to come back to the fairway from where the ball crossed in that area. So if we see those white stakes, let's not go on the other side of that and play. Let's get back on the golf course. All right, now we look at flag sticks. Does anybody have any idea what those colors are on those flag sticks?
I do.
At most golf courses, red is going to be the front, white is the center, and a blue or yellow to the back. A lot of courses use yellow because it's a little bit more visible. But check with your starter before you get out on the golf course, and they can let you know what those flag sticks are. So a lot of you don't realize what those colors are, and those will help you as far as in making your club selection. So I hope those help you today. Play from the correct set of tees. If you're not sure, check with your golf shop, check with your starters, make sure you play where it's most enjoyable for your group.
I'll tell you what, that's a pretty good one right there. A lot of folks don't think about the colors when you're out there, and red is a power color.
Well, it is a power color, and unfortunately, in the years we've been playing golf, we've seen that power color a lot. David, it is. I really appreciate that segment. Because it does, especially from a tee box point of view. It's hard to be too politically correct or whatever you want to say. We used to have red tees were the ladies' tees, the white were men's tees, the blue were, better amateurs or the professional tees. Things have changed over the years, and, now we look at it more distance-oriented, and so golf courses are getting a lot more user-friendly for your average golfer to go out there and play golf from a distance that's acceptable and not too hard for you.
Well, I like a lot of some of the new golf courses around. They have a set of 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, and you play from the 2 set or the 3 set, and that way that it doesn't intimidate some men golfers. The older golfers don't really like playing from a red tee. That there's a ladies' connotation to play in the red tees, but if it was the 4th tee or the 5th tee, they wouldn't have any problem with playing it. But, a lot of golf courses where the players that are 80 and above play from that red tee or from where that distance is about 5,200 yards, and they can play and have fun and hit some greens and enjoy the round.
David, as always, that is a great segment. Of course, that is our Golf for Dummies, presented by Glen Lakes, and you get it right from the horse's mouth, the general manager there at Glen Lakes. Get out there, set up a tee time, 251-955-1220. Also, if you're looking to improve your game, this is the guy you want to do it with. David Musier, one of the tops in the area. Just schedule with him. He'll get you all fixed up, and you can lower those scores.
Absolutely.
You can lower those scores. All right. Hey, by the way, I got to ask you, we got about, Dave, we got about 2 minutes here. Let's talk a little bit about Georgia. Georgia got a win last night over Arkansas, 37-10. Talk a little about that quarterback situation you got going on over there in Athens.
Well, I think that they're going to have to go with Bennett. I think that Mathis came in there and, he couldn't handle the snap and having a hard time and being able to get things going in the offense. He's obviously the more athletic quarterback, but there's that point of that steady, running keep steering the ship, and I think that's what's going to take from Bennett next week to beat Auburn. It's gonna take that strong defense like they had. The defense looked good, held them in the game, and offense just can't make the mistakes. But first game jitters, SEC start a little different from how things have been in the past, where you have a couple almost warm up games and going through, but. It's going to be a tough game against Auburn next week. Should be a lot of fun, and I saw an interesting stat that first time they played in October, I think since 1936. So
wow.
Right out of the gate, second game for both these guys that both teams have to play in this rivalry. It should be a lot of fun.
Well, I'll tell you what are you going to say to your LSU friends? That was a tough loss yesterday, but look, let me tell you something. And Dana and I were talking about this. Mississippi State, under Mike Leach, the new coach there for the Bulldogs, listen, man, hey, he came out. And if you're in the SEC, you better be paying attention to Mississippi State right now.
But to open up the offense the way that they did, that everybody's talking about Leach doing it, and the figure come out in the first game against LSU, he just picked off that secondary, and a lot of holes in that with LSU, and everybody knew it coming in, and Leach just took advantage of it. But I think they threw for 623 yards, something like that. But it's tough in the SEC. It's going to be an interesting year with playing 10 SEC games, and should be a lot of fun to see how this shapes up.
Well, David, that's exactly what I was going to say. It's one thing for the LSU defense or Coach O or whatever to, fall a little flat and not be quite ready or whatever. But
I thought we was ready. I thought we was ready. We practiced hard, but we just couldn't get there.
I don't think. Well, I know. I've never seen an opening game of the season where a new offense, a new coach in the SEC, and a quarterback comes out there and goes 36 for 60 with 5 touchdowns, 623 yards. Pretty incredible.
Boys, I got to tell you.
He had his game plan and came right at him. Have to give a lot of credit to Leach and the offense for, seeing where the weaknesses are at LSU and going right at them game one.
I got to tell you, I kept waiting on Joe Bush to come on out. Joe just wouldn't come on out there, but go Tigers anyway. Hey, David, as always, man, good to hang out with you. We look forward to talking with you. Give us the prediction for your game against Auburn next week.
I think it's going to be kind of a low-scoring event. I think the Georgia defense is going to hang tough. I see that Georgia beating them 21-14.
All right, my man. David Musial, general manager at Glen Lakes. Check him out. Go set up a tee time. Get a lesson from him, one of the very best. And listen, Golf for Dummies, fantastic job as always. All right, buddy. Thank you, man.
Hey, appreciate the support. Thanks, guys. I have a great day, and everybody get out and play golf on this pretty day.
There you go. Absolutely, for sure. Dana, we got just a second here. Got to say, one of our good friends, one of our great sponsors, Adam Weldon at Adams Tyler Pond. His daughter Isabella having a birthday, so I want to say happy birthday to her, as well as my niece Mandy celebrating a birthday as well. I thought we might have time to talk about the office pool that we were in. This might be the time we have this.
We
got about 30 seconds or so.
So really, I think we were on the phone maybe 400 times, in that final round, going down, doing the math, doing this. It's almost like the old FedEx Cup, where we were waiting on. But what it came down to, which was so exciting, Randall, and I'll tell everybody here, to pull off the win in that pool, you had to have Bryson DeChambeau make that 5-foot putt for par on the 72nd hole.
Yes.
And I'll tell you what, I did a modified cartwheel.
All right, hey, look, we'll take a quick time out. When we come back, we'll visit with Jeremy Lee. He is the founder and CEO of Golf Critique. Hey, this is something you want to be a part of.
Savings, selection, customer satisfaction. That's Eastern Shore Toyota. Rush for big fall markdowns on hundreds of new Toyotas. Like Tacomas and Tundras, save up to $6,400. Yes, drive away today in your new Tacoma or Tundra and save up to $6,400 or get 0% financing. Plus, get a lifetime warranty, identity protection, theft protection, and more. Hurry to Eastern Shore Toyota, I-10 exit 38. Passionate for customer satisfaction.
Hi, this is David Musial, PGA professional at Glen Lakes Golf Club. Here's a quick tip for you. When you're getting ready to play golf, clear your mind, think about having fun, and enjoy the thought of 27 holes of great golf at Glen Lakes Golf Club. For lessons and tee times, call 251-955-1220, Glen Lakes Golf Club, just 6 miles north of the beaches in Foley.
Time to head over to McConnell Automotive and talk with Louis Arata. What kind of great deals can we expect if we head over?
Check out our cars, or do this. Check us out online at McConnellAutomotive.com. We got all the used cars up. We got all the new cars up. You can look at it. We got a little 360 camera that goes all the way around the car. You can check it out, and then just come to the dealership and buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
You've mentioned some of these new vehicles that are really hot right now, and I know those AT4 trucks, lots of people looking for those.
That's right. We got a few in. Actually saw one down to South Florida. Going to deliver it in Orlando tomorrow, an AT4 3/4 ton. That's how scarce they are, and we've got them. You need to come check those out. Don't forget, we're going to be there. Get there about 9 o'clock in the morning. We'll be there till 5. We'll have the game zone. If y'all, like I said, y'all don't want to miss a game, come see us.
All right, good stuff. We appreciate it, Louis. That's Louis Arata. Go see him at McConnell Automotive on Dolphin Street, just east of I-65, and online, McConnellAutomotive.com.
Hey, you're looking to play some competitive golf? Well, if you answered yes, then check out the GCGA Tour. It's your tour. For more information and event dates, go online to GCGATour.com. GCGATour.com. And we welcome you back to Southern Fairways Golf Show right here on the Golf Broadcast Network. I'm Randy Burgan along with my podsy, Danny Spivey. And, man, I'll tell you, we are excited about this next guest right here. We got together, kind of got a little partnership going with Golf Critique, and now the founder and CEO of GolfCritique.com. On our Jason Young State Farm Insurance guest line, let's welcome in Mr. Jeremy Lee. Jeremy, how you doing, pal?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
I'll tell you what, we are doing extremely well, and I want to encourage folks right now, whatever you're doing, go to your smart, whether it's your computer, your phone, go to southernfairwaysgolf.com. You are going to see golfcritique.com right there. There's a QR code that I want you to pop on, and I want to tell them what they can win, but I think I think you ought to do that, Jeremy. I think $25,000 giveaway is pretty good, huh?
Yeah, not too bad. $25,000 giveaway. It's anybody who signs up for free, reviews their last course, and they can literally come down, and we're going to take 6 people, bring them down to the Pinehurst area, play some great golf with our brand ambassadors, and then one of them is going home with $25,000. Not too bad for signing up for free and reviewing your last round.
My goodness. Oh, that is so cool. All right, here's what we want you to do is go to that QR code, and the referral code we want you to put in is 31112. That's 31112. All right, do that for sure. Now let's talk a little bit about golfcritique.com. You are, as you mentioned, the top engine searcher for websites. Talk a little bit about that, Jeremy.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to create the best search engine in golf. And when you go to golfcritique.com, you can literally go geolocate your area. It automatically pops up where you're at, and it's going to tell you every golf course, public or semi-private, that you can play here within your area, up to 10 miles, 20 miles, 30 miles, 40 miles. You can filter by price. You can filter by rating. But what's great about it is we do so much for the golf courses. So when you book through it, you're booking directly with the golf course, and the golf course makes 100% of that revenue, and that's what really makes it special. Plus, you get great instructors all around the area, and you may even book a trip as well.
Well, there's no question about that. Again, golfcritique.com. You can go over to our website and find it as well. I'm Randy Burgan along with our guest, Jeremy Lee, with golfcritique.com. Dan?
You know, Jeremy, I just love, and I've been going through the website and everything, and it's really spectacular. And you just hit on a big point that the course gets 100% of the revenue. I'm not knocking any of the other, services out there at all. But what I love about yours is obviously with this radio show, Randy and I get asked all the time because we get to travel around a little bit. Randy gets to travel a little bit more than I do, but get to see different courses, and they always ask us one question: hey, we're going to be in this area. What course have you played this course before? Do you have any connections on how to maybe get a decent deal, or this, that, and the other? So you have a venue and a platform right here that just allows everybody. Plus, I love that you're based out of Pinehurst, North Carolina.
Yeah, definitely not a bad place to live.
No.
Now, and you're right, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to accomplish a platform that not only gives golfers great opportunity to play golf all around this country, in Canada, and hopefully within the next year all over the world, but what we're also trying to do is be good to our golf course partners. Because if we can give them a system that gives them 100% of the revenue, well, what's that do for the golf course? They're willing to give the golfer more opportunity for better perks, is what we call them, instead of deals. Perks that they can go out and save a little bit of money here and there. And that's what makes us great. And the experience is going to be so much better because you're not literally going into a golf course in terms of the golf course giving you a free round in exchange for something else. You're literally paying them at the counter. You don't have to worry about blackout dates. You don't have to worry about missing the tee time. It's all done directly with the golf course.
I think that's so important, certainly for the golfer, but I think for the golf course as well. And, when you mentioned you can book over 5,000 courses nationwide with absolutely no booking fees, who does? Who wants to pay the booking fees on top of green fees and cart fees? I know that I don't, and you no longer have to. golfcritique.com. I'm telling you, it is the best search engine out there. You need to check it out. golfcritique.com. And right now, you can register to win up $25,000. Danny, I know that you did that just a little while ago.
I did.
Good luck, my man.
It was very easy, too. Like I said, the QR code on the website, just had my smartphone, opened up my camera, did it, sent me right to the website, went ahead and put all my information in there and really started parading through a little bit of the website, Jeremy. And it's not just about booking tee times either or finding places. You can primarily review some reviews that people had of golf courses, or access to Tee It Up or lesson or golf package perks nationwide for all of the partners that you developed with. And it's just a great one-stop place to read and learn about a golf course you may be interested in and possibly get some good deals.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's what we're trying to do. That's why reviewing your experience is so important to us, because everybody wants to know, everybody's looking for, hey, how was that golf course? So when you do that, you get to review, you're going to tell other people about it, other people are going to be able to read your reviews. But what's great about it is if you become a member of our site, then you're going to get access to unbelievable perks. I mean, we're growing every day, and yes, we are a new platform that started at the beginning of 2020, but man, we are growing, and throughout the rest of this year and through next year, we plan on adding so many more perks. If you're really trying to go get a lesson, it's really important to know who that person is, if they think the way that you do, and our lesson perks on golfcritique.com are out of control. You're talking $40 or $50 discounts for some of these great instructors,
That's
even
awesome.
around in the Alabama area.
That is awesome. We're visiting with Jeremy Lee, the founder and CEO of golfcritique.com, right here on our Jason Young State Farm Insurance guest line. I do want to mention, obviously, if you go on and you register, you've got the opportunity to win $25,000, but you also get to play golf, and you might get to play golf with some pretty cool folks. There's no question. Brian Urlacher, all right, who is, I'm going to tell you, and you got to tell me how you hooked up with Brian, because he is like one of the nicest guys and one of the biggest guys. Does he not look like he could still put on pads and go out and play for the Bears?
Oh, man, you are right. He is one of the nicest people we've ever met. and he was so gracious in the beginning. Loves the game. I don't know if you know this, but he plays to a 4 handicap. Like, the guy can play. He's a 6. And yeah, he's a big guy. It's just amazing that those guys are just athletes, and they can go from tackling a quarterback on the football field, and then just immediately go into retirement, start playing, and then now he's a 4 handicap. Just an incredible guy, and one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet.
He really is. He really is. And of course, you have an opportunity to play with Emily Faulkner. She is a course correspondent. You can follow her at Golf Girl. Was it IEM? Golf Girl EM?
Yeah, Golf Girl EM.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can check her out as well. And I think that'd just be a whole lot of fun playing with her.
That looks like a great foursome, Jeremy. Maybe Randy and I and Emily and Brian. Randy can ride with Brian, and I'll ride with Emily.
Yeah, now both of them, we're very happy to have them as representatives of the company, and we're growing with ambassadors too. So by the time that we get to next May for this giveaway, we anticipate to add 1 or 2 more ambassadors. So for the 6 finalists that get to come, not only do they get to come, but they get to bring a guest with them. And it's just going to be a great 3 days of fun, and we can't wait to give one of those finalists
Jimmy, let's tell folks again, how can they do that?
Yep. All they have to simply do is go to golfcritique.com, click the sign-up button, sign up for free. You don't even have to become a paying member. Give us a review on one of the courses that you played here recently, and you're automatically in. You have to do nothing else. No purchase necessary. We just love to have you as part of the platform and let you help us grow golf in a true and best way for the golf courses in your area.
It really is. It's super easy. It takes less than 3 minutes, and the benefits are endless. Once again, our referral, Southern Fairways Golf Referral Code is 31112, so they know you're a fan of the show, and we appreciate the support. And I got to tell you, Jimmy, we are excited. David Thomas, your representative down here, really good guy. Enjoy playing golf with him as well. But we are so excited to be partnered up with y'all, and there's going to be a lot of big things happening with Golf Critique, and we're just excited.
Yeah, us as well. You guys are great. You have a fantastic show and a fantastic publication. I think anybody who loves the game like we do and is willing to grow it in a good and organic way, man, we're happy to partner with and just love what you guys are doing down there in Alabama.
Well, we're going to have, now you do a podcast also. Let me just tell you, for folks that maybe don't know a little bit about you, you're a pretty experienced PGA professional yourself there, my friend. You've been doing it like over 20 years here, and you've been with some pretty good companies. We got about 60 seconds left here. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Yeah, so I appreciate that. I've been in the golf business for almost 25 years, and we do host a podcast called Golf Nation Podcast, where we just kind of interview the best and brightest people in the game and tell people why you should just play this great game that you can play for the rest of your life. But for me, I started off as a superintendent and got the privilege to work at Augusta, and I built a couple of Trumps courses, and then transitioned over to sales, and then eventually to a PGA professional here in the Pinehurst area. And I just love this game. It's just one of the best games for, just for kids to grow, exercise, get out, be social, and really learn a game that's all about appreciation of the fellow person, appreciation of the game, and showing respect to others.
Well, we're going to have you back on many, many times. You know that. And we encourage folks right now, go to our website, southernfairwaysgolf.com. Again, southernfairwaysgolf.com. You'll see right there in the very middle of the opening page, golfcritique.com. Click on the QR, and the referral code is right there. All you have to do, it's simple, is just review a course, all right, and then you're entered into that $25,000 giveaway. A lot of fun. We're excited. Jeremy, thank you for taking time to be with us today. We look forward to talking with you many, many more times. And when you're down in this area, obviously, we got to get out and play some golf and have you on the show. And Dan, maybe we have to make that little trip to Pinehurst.
I think that would be a good idea.
Maybe we can get some golf in up there. Do you think? Have you got some connections up there?
Oh, always.
There you go, my friend. Jeremy, thank you, pal.
Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it.
All right, buddy. Have a great day. We'll talk to you real soon.
You too.
All right, Jeremy Lee. I'm going to tell you, nice guy. We are, Danny. I think this is really going to be real neat. What we're about to start doing with Golf Critique, and we'll be on their platform also. That'll be another way that we'll get the show out and the magazine.
Well, you're exactly right. And I love their mission statement to give every golfer the latest information on golf courses, instructors, and resorts worldwide, all while offering golfers membership options that will unlock a magnitude of perks. We love perks. Vouchers,
Yes,
experiences, and giveaways site-wide. How about that?
There you go. Hey, again, create a free account, review a course, instructor, or resort, and you'll automatically be entered in their $25,000 giveaway for a chance to win a 3-day, 2-night golf experience in Pinehurst, North Carolina, with you and a friend. 6 finalists now they'll be chosen, and one lucky guest will go home with $25,000. That would make for a good day.
That would make for a good day. And, speaking of cash.
Let me just say, make sure you use that referral code 31112. All right.
Maybe next segment, you printed out a pretty interesting little list of what everybody made at the U.S. Open money-wise and how much just one putt.
Why don't we talk about that as Southern Fairways rolls on right after this.
Savings, selection, customer satisfaction. That's Eastern Shore Toyota. Rush for big fall markdowns on hundreds of new Toyotas, like Camrys and Corollas. Buy now and save up to $4,700. Yes, drive away today in your new Camry or Corolla and save up to $4,700 or get 0% financing. Plus, get a lifetime warranty, identity protection, theft protection, and more. Hurry to Eastern Shore Toyota, I-10 exit 38. Passionate for customer satisfaction.
At Ping, we know the best drivers build confidence. It takes distance, accuracy, looks, and a sound that turns heads. Introducing the new G400. The hotter face is forged to deliver a powerful feel and explosive distance. Tungsten weighting and dragonfly technology give it off-the-charts forgiveness. And a faster shape means less drag for more speed. Experience the custom-fit G400, the most fully engineered driver you'll ever hit. Ping, play your best.
Hi, this is David Musial, PGA professional and general manager at Glen Lakes Golf Club. Glen Lakes offers 27 holes of spectacular golf, a full game practice facility, and the only true link-style golf course on the Gulf Coast. Visit us at Glen Lakes or call 251-955-1220 for information and tee times. Come out and discover one of the best-kept secrets in the Deep South, Glen Lakes Golf Club.
Matt Brandt here again with Boudreaux's Cajun Grill and Daphne. We are ready to serve you, and we are open again. We've taken all of those CDC guidelines and separated our tables, spread out those tables on the deck so that you can come out with your family and friends and enjoy a great meal. Come out and see us. We're safe, we're sanitized, we are COVID ready, and we are ready to serve. Boudreaux's Cajun Grill and Daphne, the best on the Eastern Shore.
Boudreaux's Cajun Grill, located on Highway 98 just south of I-10. Hi, this is Randy, and I certainly want to thank you for tuning in to Southern Fairways Golf Radio Show right here on the Golf Broadcast Network. A reminder for you that if you're looking to lower your scores and improve your game, be sure to see your local PGA professional. Junior level, high school, and college level golfers. Registration is now open for the Reese's Senior Bowl Winter Classic to be held December the 29th and 30th. Proceeds will benefit our friends at L'Arche Mobile. This junior golf scoreboard ranked event is a 2-day 36-hole tournament at Azalea City Golf Course. Golfers ages 9 to 22 will play in the respective age groups. To register for this Jimmy Green Tour hosted tournament, visit JimmyGreenTour.com. JimmyGreenTour.com. And welcome back to Southern Fairways Golf Show right here on the Golf Broadcast Network. I'm Randy Burgan along with Danny Spivey. And I got to tell you, just folks, go on, check out Golf Critique. It's the best search engine. If you're looking for golf courses, you're looking for instructors, resorts, this is the place you need to go. Danny, you just heard the spot there for the Jimmy Green hosted Jimmy Green Tour hosted event coming up in December at Azalea City, December the 29th and the 30th. This is the Reese's Senior Bowl Winter Classic, and I got to tell you, for juniors ages 8 to 22, you want to play in this, and I don't care if you're in Mobile, if you're in Pensacola, if you're in Montgomery, or you're in Auburn, or Birmingham, or anywhere in the Southeast. This is a big event, and you want to come down and play it. I know Jackson's going to be playing in it.
Yeah, absolutely. He's very excited about playing it, and of course, we talk about our good buddy Jay Stubbs all the time, and what a great job they've done with the Jimmy Green Tour. The Mobile Metro Junior is coming up too, I believe in October. We're going to get you some more information about that. That's going to be Azalea City. You could probably call Lawrence over there, and he can give you some information, Lawrence Hour. But, we always like to give props where props are due, and I know Jay's in his car right now. They're headed over to Heron Lakes, are going to play at Heron Lakes with a U.S. Kids event. His little man, Jackson,
Nice.
is playing.
Nice. I have to correct myself.
Lefty, I believe.
Really?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
think his Jackson's a lefty.
I do have to make a correction. I said ages 8 to 22. It's actually 9 to 22.
9, big difference.
There you go. But now, do this. Go online and go to jimmygreentour.com. jimmygreentour.com. The Reese's Senior Bowl Winter Classic will be held on the 29th of December and 30th. Now, all the proceeds are going to benefit our friends at Losh Mobile. Check it out. Get your junior signed up. It'll be a ton of fun, and it is a ranked event. So
it is a ranked event. And now, I like to give unsolicited advice. You know me for years, Randy, and I'm always, have my opinions. But this is a piece of advice, and I'm going to give this to young Jackson Stubbs. He's in the car. He's going to a golf tournament. There's a reason you try to teach young players, boys and girls, not to ever give up, because, you putt out, you hit every shot that you can, the best you can. We backhand putts sometimes, we lose our focus, especially as juniors. You want to finish as good as you could possibly finish on every hole, especially down the stretch, because you never know what everybody else is shooting, right, Randy?
That's right.
Well, I'm leading to something here, and it's the same way on the PGA Tour. Sometimes you got to, we think all these PGA Tour players, are multimillionaires, and the overwhelming majority of them are. Some are multimillionaires. But you brought up, you printed out the purse and the breakdown of what everybody made on the PGA Tour in the U.S. Open, and I want to give you an example. Can I give you an example, buddy?
You can.
All right. So Bryson DeChambeau won how much in the U.S. Open?
He won $2,250,000. Come on down.
Come on down. Okay, let me ask you this question. How much did Harris English win, and where did he finish?
Okay, Harris English finished 4th in the tournament, and he took home $603,903. Not a bad weekend.
Okay, let's keep that number in mind. $603,000. Okay, Harris English finished the U.S. Open at +3.
Right.
Okay, but he, more importantly, he finished par on the 71st and 72nd
That's
hole.
correct. That's
very
correct.
good. All right, let's go down to how much did Victor Hovland make? He finished T13.
Victor Hovland, you're right, T13. He was +7.
Okay.
He made $210,757.
Well, take a wild guess how he finished on the 71st and 72nd hole.
Not too good.
He went double.
Yeah.
So
how much do you think that cost him?
If he would have parred 17 and 18, I'm not a mathematician, but the difference between 603 and 203 is $400,000.
So it's all what you're saying. It's all relevant. Relevant. Whether you're playing for a medallion, whether you're playing for just to say you won, or you're playing for $2 million. Finish it out. Finish strong.
And you finish it out. And for most of the PGA professionals, it's not about a money thing. But let me tell you one thing. Top 10s, specifically top 5s in majors, get you in everything. And not that Victor Hovland is not going to be exempt because he's won enough money and this, that, and the other. But let's just say he goes on a little stint where maybe he has an injury or something like that. Things aren't going well, and he goes into this little 6-8 month slump. That top 5 finish, which if he would have finished par, not that he wasn't trying, it just happens, but you lose focus. That top 5 finish would have got him in every single major for 2021. And that's a big deal to know that you absolutely have those locked up. So, young Jackson, finish strong, man. Finish strong.
Finish strong. There you go. All right. But hey, look, seriously, get your junior signed up. Go to jimmygreentour.com, jimmygreentour.com. And as you mentioned, Jay Stubbs does an awesome job with that. That's coming up on December the 29th and 30th. The Reese's Senior Bowl Winter Classic. Doesn't matter where you are, get your child involved in that. Hey, I got to throw a birthday shout out real quick, all right? A good friend of ours, Dwayne Weaver, is celebrating a birthday. We threw out some birthday shouts to Isabella and to Mandy, and let's go ahead and throw one out to Dwayne. And I want to say my sister's laid up with a bum knee. She had surgery. Our good friend, Dr. Dan Matthews, worked on her knee, and I know Dr. Dan did an awesome job, but she's nursing that there. So, sis, we hope that you get your knee a little bit better. All right? And so is our good friend, Rick Cleveland. Coach Cleveland is he's trying to get his better. He's trying to get his better for sure. He's ready to play some golf. You know, this time each and every Sunday, it's what we call Boom's Kitchen.
Yes, it is.
And if you will go right now to our Facebook at SouthernFairwaysGolf.com, at Southern Fairways, you will see what Boom cooked today. All right. It is grass noodle stir fried. And Danny, you had the opportunity to taste that just a little while ago. And your thoughts?
Well, I loved it. Of course, I love anything stir fried, but I particularly like the glass noodles. You know, they're very light, very good. There's some good heat to this dish too that Boone put in it. She always sneaks a little heat in there.
She does. She's from Thailand, you know that.
Yeah, little bok choy, a little carrot, a little scallion in there, some sesame. You can taste the sesame roll with some heat in there, and little chicken in there. I've already had one round, and
round two coming up. Round two coming
after
up.
Break.
There you go. Hey, let's go ahead and give you the official World Golf Rankings presented by Rolex and Adams Title Pawn. Right now, Dustin Johnson, he remains number 1. John Rahm is 2. Justin Thomas is 3. Rory McIlroy, he remains number 4. Bryson DeChambeau, he moves from number 9 to number 5 with his win last Sunday at the U.S. Open. Colin Morikawa is 6th. Webb Simpson is 7th. Xander Schauffele is 8th. Brooks Koepka, who did not play, is number 9. And to round out the top 10 of your official World Golf Rankings presented by Rolex and Adams Title Pawn is Captain America, Patrick Reed. And, you know, there was a thought, man, I really, and he was on my list, but I really thought he was going to win this thing.
Hang on.
Yeah. I really did. He just got a little sideways in a couple of shots.
1-9 holes got him. Yeah, 1-9
exactly
holes. Right. Speaking of which, some other tournaments right now. The 32nd annual Alabama State Mini Amateur Championships going on right now in the Alabama Golf Association. Of course, Andy Priest, we were supposed to have on last week. It didn't work out, but I know you guys have been in touch. But that's up at Montgomery Country Club right now. Matt Gorja, a young man from Decatur, is 7 under par for the tournament. He's got a one-shot lead. He's 1 under on his round today. Austin Sparks from Red Bay, Robbie Prater, who I know pretty good from Birmingham, and Stuart Witt, all at 6 under. Well, my neighbor, Brinson Holder, who lives out by Steelwood, he's playing pretty decent. He's a couple over par. I think he's going out for his third. Only 3 rounds in this, and I've got to start. I started working on my game a little bit last night, Randy. It doesn't take a whole lot to throw my game out of whack. But good thing is it doesn't take a whole lot to kind of get it back with one swing thought, or basically feeling good. But they switched the Alabama State Senior from Kiva Dunes to Timberline.
Yeah.
Kiva took a little.
I've not played Timberline. I want to play that. If you're going up 65 headed to Birmingham, right there in the Calera exit, right around there, is Timberline off to your right there.
And that's actually the State Senior 4-ball.
Yeah.
That's going to be there. And then the State Senior is in Lynn Lakes in Montgomery.
Sure.
Fun little golf.
I've
Fun golf course.
Played there many times. Yeah. Hey, all right. Look, we talk golf first right here on the Golf Broadcast Network. We got about a minute and a half here. Got to turn and talk a little football. Congratulations to Alabama. They get the win last night over Missouri 38-19. How about Kansas State upsetting number 3 Oklahoma 38-35? Are you kidding me? Florida with a big win over Ole Miss 51-35. Mississippi State defeating number 6 LSU 44-34. Congratulations to Auburn as they get the win over Kentucky 29-13. Okay, we're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we got more Southern Fairways Golf Show coming directly at you. And in this hour, we're going to be talking with Kevin Moeller. He is the VP and Director of Marketing with the American Autism and Rehabilitation Center. Don't miss a great tournament coming up. We'll be right back. It is Southern Fairways Golf Show.
turning up your voice. FM Talk 106.5, WAVH FM, Daphne Gulf Shores, Mobile.
USA Radio News with John Hunt.
A diverse crowd marched in Louisville streets chanting Black Lives Matter, the fourth consecutive night of protest after the grand jury declined to charge officers in the fatal shooting of Breonna Taylor. People in the crowd continued to chant "No justice, no peace" as cars honked along a busy downtown artery in this Kentucky city that has seen more than 120 straight days of demonstrations. Fires were set, windows were broken, and graffiti had been spray painted all throughout the area. 28 people were arrested for breaking curfew. And in Yorba Linda, California, a woman was arrested after allegedly ramming her car into Black Lives Matter protesters, injuring 2 people. Tatiana Turner was taken into custody after striking a man and a woman with her car in the parking lot of a public library. Turner will be charged with attempted murder and assault with a deadly weapon, and the investigation is continuing. This is USA Radio News.
Hi, this is Wayne Alaroot. You all know how much I love my nutritional supplements, especially silver. Optivita Nano Silver Sol is a new patented silver technology that supports your immune system. With more than 50 U.S. patents, Optivita Nano Silver Sol is the leader in new silver technology. And now Optivita Silver comes packaged to be your guardian as a liquid, a skin gel, a throat lozenge. With so much misinformation in the media about silver, here's something I arranged for you. A guidebook on the science of silver. It's free when you purchase the Root Silver Bundle. But that's not all. We know that silver works best when you get it in the right places. For a limited time, we're giving you 3 silver applicators, a spray bottle free, a dropper bottle free, a fine mist nasal sprayer free. All 3 free when you purchase the Root Silver Bundle. These are exclusively for my listeners. Hurry, only good while supplies last. Guaranteed to satisfy or your money back. Remember the special website, patentedsilver.com. That's patentedsilver.com, or call toll free 844-5-SILVER. That's 844-5-SILVER.
Democrats are already blasting the president for trying to fill the Supreme Court seat 40 days before the election, and they've got warnings about the nominee herself. USA's Chris Barnes reports.
Top Senate Democrat Chuck Schumer says he strongly opposes the president's nomination of Judge Amy Coney Barrett to the Supreme Court to succeed Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Women's reproductive freedom will be at risk. Roe v. Wade itself will be at risk.
Senate Democrat Elizabeth Warren saying in a statement, besides reproductive rights, health care, workers' rights, and dreamers' futures are also on the line if Barrett is confirmed. For USA Radio News, I'm Chris Barnes.
A Maryland man was sentenced to a full year in jail for throwing parties at his home that violated Governor Larry Hogan's emergency coronavirus restrictions on gatherings. Sean Myers was arrested after having 2 parties at his home in southern Maryland that had at least 50 people in attendance. This is USA Radio News.
Now you can fly anywhere in the world and pay discount prices on your airline tickets. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go. And pay a lot less guaranteed. Call the International Travel Department right now at Low Cost Airlines.
800-215-5141. 800-215-5141. That's 800-215-5141.
Among the deluge of explosive claims tucked inside the new Senate Republican report about Hunter Biden's business dealings is the allegation the Democratic presidential nominee's son has a history of paying Russian or Eastern European women linked to sex trafficking. The 87-page report was released on Wednesday, provided few specific details regarding that allegation. It did point to a number of Russian and Ukrainian-connected transactions. Hunter Biden has continued to admit personal struggles in past years, including addiction and problems with his marriage. More details will be coming out on Monday. Protests against racial injustice are critical for the nation's progress and help to keep law enforcement in check, according to Senator Kamala Harris. At the NAACP's national convention, she said, "Nothing we have achieved has been about progress, in particular around civil rights, has not come without a fight." and so I'm always going to interpret the protest as an essential component of evolution in our country. She also added that the protests were necessary as all people's voices must be heard, and it's often the people who must speak to get their government to do what it is supposed to do, but may not do so naturally unless they speak loudly. Her comments come during mass protests surrounding the deaths of black Americans like Breonna Taylor, whose case prompted a series of demonstrations. While the vast majority of those demonstrations, which begin in late May, have been peaceful, many have resulted in property destruction and police officers being injured. For USA Radio News, I'm John Hunt.
FM Talk 106.5, the Gulf Coast Weather Authority, and Dr. Bill Williams.
We'll expect a few showers and thunderstorms this afternoon with temperatures in the mid-80s. Tonight, isolated showers, lows around 70. And for Monday, showers and thunderstorms are likely with highs in the mid-80s. This is meteorologist Dr. Bill Williams for FM Talk 106.5.
FM Talk 106.5, the Gulf Coast Weather Authority.
Timber Creek Golf Club offers golfers of all abilities a fabulous golf experience. Rated 4 stars by Golf Digest, this well-manicured 27-hole championship layout is open to the public and features scenic views of spacious rolling fairways carved from a forest of magnolias, dogwoods, and pines. Elevation changes, wetland preserves, and bountiful wildlife accentuate the flowing terrain, creating an atmosphere truly unique in the Gulf Coast region. Add a full-service restaurant, an award-winning golf shop, first-class practice facilities, and a good dose of our staff's southern hospitality, and Timber Creek becomes a must-play for any golfer. Ideally located in Baldwin County, just north of Interstate 10, exit 38, directly across from the Eastern Shore Center. Timber Creek is easily accessible from Mobile, Biloxi, Gulf Shores, and Pensacola. For a tee time, call 877-621-9900. That's 877-621-9900. And prepare yourself for a wonderful golf experience at Timber Creek Golf Club.
The important points here are the wind-up of the hips and body, the extension of the left arm, and the cock of the wrist, indicated by the angle between the left arm and the shaft of the club.
Oh my goodness! In your life have you seen anything like that?
This crowd has gone deadly silent. Cinderella story, out of nowhere. A former greenskeeper now about to become the Masters champion.
McConnell Buick GMC presents Southern Fairways Golf Radio Show. Here are your hosts, Randy Burgan and Danny Spivey.
And we welcome you into the second hour of Southern Fairways Golf Show right here on the Golf Broadcast Network. I'm Randy Burgan along with Danny Spivey. And I'll tell you what, Danny, that first hour was a lot of fun. It was great to have PGA member and founder and CEO of GolfCritique.com, Jeremy Lee. Great to have him on with us. And, of course, David Musial, the general manager at Glen Lakes Golf Club in Foley, always does a great job with Golf for Dummies. By the way, let me just mention to you, if you'll go to our website, southernfairwaysgolf.com, scroll down just a little bit. In the middle of the page there, you're going to see GolfCritique.com. Click on that QR, use that referral code. You can get yourself in a situation where you might possibly win $25,000. If you need a little extra change, this might be a way you can do it. All right, so go on and check it out for sure. Coming up in this hour on our Jason Young State Farm Insurance Guest Line, Kevin Moeller. He is the VP and Director of Marketing with the American Autism and Rehabilitation Center in Daphne. Now, he'll be telling us all about an awesome tournament coming up that you can play in, okay? You can still register, and he's going to tell us how to do that. It'll be October the 9th at Rock Creek. Put it on your calendar. He's coming up in the next segment, so it'll be a lot of fun talking with him. Big 89, Russ Wood, one of our dear friends, was scheduled to be here with us. He was going to make a cameo appearance. Now, we were going to talk a little golf with him, and we're going to talk some football with him as well. But he'll be with us next week as we will be at Timber Creek for a GCGA event. So get prepared. Ladies and gentlemen, Big 89. What does he always say? I'm 89 in the program, number one in your heart. There you go.
Yeah, the studio wasn't quite big enough for 89 today. No. So, but we do miss him. And what a great cause. Looking forward to that. A lot going on. post U.S. Open as we get into the schedule. Of course, not dogging these events like the Corrales Putacana Resort and Club Championship. A lot of good golfers and a lot of interesting dynamics. We're going to do a PGA Tour update here before too long. But there's some. I like to look for the inside stories and kind of see what's going on. And the overnight leader, Adam Long. Do you know where he finished on the FedEx Cup playoff, Randall?
117.
Close. 31st.
Okay. Not far off.
Okay,
far
so, and how many did they take to Atlanta?
30.
Yeah,
he was right there on the bubble.
Yeah, he was on the bubble. Do you know who got up and down for par on the 72nd hole to make it to Atlanta? He's from Canada.
From Canada?
Yeah, Mackenzie Hughes. Hughes.
Right.
Got up and down
That's
out
right.
of the
He sure
bunker.
did, because I remember right there when he made that putt.
He made about a 6-foot putt for par to get that 30th position and knock out who? Adam Long. And where are we right now? Adam Long's got a 2-shot lead going into the final, and there's Mackenzie Hughes. So, sweet justice, perhaps? I don't know.
Well, you know what? You asked for it, and let's just why don't we go and do it right now?
It's time for your leaderboard update, brought to you by Bridgestone Golf and by the GCGA Tour.
That's exactly right, Boom. The PGA Tour is in the Dominican Republic. The Corrales Putacana Resort and Club Championship overnight leader Adam Long has a 2-shot lead, 17 under par, with rounds of 70, 65, 64. He's got that 2-shot lead over American Hudson Swafford, looking for his second PGA Tour victory. There's the Canadian I just spoke of, Mackenzie Hughes. He's at 14 under with rounds of 68, 67, 67. Jingsheng Zhang.
Say that again.
Jingsheng Zhang at 13 under. He is 4 back going into today's final round.
Good stuff. Hey, the European Tour, they'll wrap up in just a few minutes from the United Kingdom for the Dubai Duty-Free Irish Open. John Catlin has moved up 7 spots and takes a 1-stroke lead at 9 under. The LPGA, they'll crank back up this week in New Jersey for the ShopRite LPGA Classic. And the Korn Ferry Tour, they're in Kansas right now for the Wichita Open, supporting Wichita's youth. Leading the way, a very cool kid. We're about to talk about him, Jared Wolf. He's got a 3-stroke lead as he goes into the final round. He's at 17 under. He is our Spotlight Golfer of the Week, presented by GolfCritique.com. Cool kid. You're going to love some of his bio. All right, there you go. You are now officially up to date on the happenings in the golf world. That is your leaderboard update, brought to you by Bridgestone Golf and the GCGA Tour. I don't quite do it like Boom does. Let's have that same ring.
It doesn't have that same. There's another guy at the Corrales Resort Golf Tournament that's going to conclude it. I always get confused. I see his name. He's 37-year-old from Nebraska, Nate Lashley.
Yeah.
Now, is it just my brain? You know how sometimes you see names and you just want to read it a certain way? I keep seeing it. I want to think Nick Lachey.
Okay.
Remember Jessica, from 98 Degrees?
Yeah.
Jessica Simpson's ex-husband?
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't Nate Lashley looks nothing like Nick Lachey.
You reminded me of something that I got set up for you. I'll tell you what, we'll do it at the bottom of the hour, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Last night, and I'm going to turn to football for just a second. If you watched Alabama, it was Alabama game, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I made a reference to the official. All right.
Okay.
We have a comparison for you today.
All right.
So if you remember the head official for the Alabama game last night, young guy, did a great job.
Oh, great job.
But we have a comparison. I think that you will. Maybe you'll get a kick out of it. I certainly did.
You know what I did get a kick out of was the masks on all the coach, and of course Twitter and Facebook were a buzz, to us Alabama fans, because it appeared, and I'm sure there's some kind of technology involved in this, but it appeared that the Alabama coaching staff's masks were
see-through,
mesh-like.
Yeah.
Yes. So now I've seen all kind of see-through apparel. Hold on. Let's back up a minute.
That's a little too much
the mask
thing,
thing
for me.
Everybody was. I was like, hey, I'm sure there's some kind of deionizer or, substance. I don't know. But I liked it. I liked the way it looked.
Had a cool look.
And I was kind of wondering, but it was kind of bittersweet, in a way, because one of my favorite things to do is, especially when the games are on national television, is to read the coach's lips and try to interpret what they're actually trying to convey to their players, especially when something wrong happens.
Right.
And it just didn't get that. Some of those conversations and reading lips can get very colorful, so to speak, and very direct. And I think we can all read lips well enough to understand a few colorful words, but no such luck yesterday.
Well, as they finish up in the Dominican Republic, they will be heading back over here. Guess where they're going to be? The PGA will be in Jackson, Mississippi, at the Country Club of Jackson for the Sanderson Farms Championship. Sebastian Munoz, he is the defending champion. And then they'll head over to Las Vegas for the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open. Kevin Na. Yes. He's a defending champion there. All right, and they'll stay in. Actually, they'll just go ahead and make 2 weeks out of it. For the CJ Cup at Shadow Creek, Justin Thomas, the winner there in Las Vegas. And then Tiger comes back on October the 22nd. He defends his Zozo Championship at Sherwood. I played Sherwood a lot. As a matter of fact, you know what we'll do? We'll get my buddy Lance on. He was the head pro for many years out at Sherwood. Had an opportunity to play there on many, many occasions. And over there in Thousand Oaks, right by Malibu. And we'll have him on with us.
Well, let's hope Tiger plays a little better than he did in the U.S. Open and doesn't play, let's say, so-so.
That's terrible. Yeah, that's terrible. All right, hey, we're going to take a quick time out. When we come back, we'll speak with Kevin Moeller. He is the Vice President and Director of Marketing for the American Autism and Rehabilitation Center, a golf tournament coming up. You want to know all about it. Don't touch that dial.
Matt Brandt here again with Boudreaux's Cajun Grill and Daphne. We are excited to be back open and providing you the best seafood, the best Creole, crawfish etouffee, crawfish cakes, smothered catfish, and you can't forget that voodoo pasta. Come on down and enjoy it with us. Sit on that covered deck, sit inside. We'll take good care of you. Boudreaux's Cajun Grill and Daphne. Come on down.
Boudreaux's Cajun Grill, located on Highway 98 just south of I-10.
Hi, this is David Musial, PGA professional and general manager at Glen Lakes Golf Club. Glen Lakes offers 27 holes of spectacular golf, a full game practice facility, and the only true link-style golf course on the Gulf Coast. Visit us at Glen Lakes or call 251-955-1220 for information and tee times. Come out and discover one of the best-kept secrets in the Deep South, Glen Lakes Golf Club.
Time to head over to McConnell Automotive and talk with Louis Arata. What kind of great deals can we expect if we head over?
Check out our cars, or do this. Check us out online at McConnellAutomotive.com. We got all the used cars up. We got all the new cars up. You can look at it. We got a little 360 camera that goes all the way around the car. You can check it out, and then just come to the dealership and buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
You mentioned some of these new vehicles that are really hot right now, and I know those AT4 trucks, lots of people looking for those.
That's right. We got a few in. Actually saw one down to South Florida. Going to deliver it in Orlando tomorrow, an AT4 3/4 ton. That's how scarce they are, and we've got them. You need to come check those out. Don't forget, we're going to be there. Get there about 9 o'clock in the morning. We'll be there till 5. We'll have the games on. If y'all, like I said, y'all don't want to miss a game, come see us.
All right, good stuff. We appreciate it, Louis. That's Louis Arata. Go see him at McConnell Automotive on Dolphin Street, just east of I-65, and online, McConnellAutomotive.com.
Junior level, high school, and college level golfers ages 9 to 22. Registration is now open for the Reese's Senior Bowl Winter Classic, December the 29th and 30th at Azalea City Golf Course. Proceeds will benefit L'Arche Mobile. To play in this two-day ranked event, register at JimmyGreenTour.com. JimmyGreenTour.com.
We'd welcome you back to Southern Fairways Golf Show right here on the Golf Broadcast Network. I'm Randy Burgan along with my Podzy, Danny Spivey. And listen, today is the show's just rolling by, Dan. I mean, it's going by extremely fast, and great to have this guy on with us. We're going to talk about a golf tournament coming up, and folks, I'm telling you, don't care where you are. If you hear our voice, you're going to need to get signed up for this golf tournament coming up on October the 9th, and the guy that's going to tell us all about it is the Vice President and Director of Marketing for the American Autism and Rehabilitation Center. Our good friend Kevin Moeller is on our Jason Young State Farm Insurance guest line. Kevin, how you doing, pal? All right. I'm not hearing Kevin. Kevin, are you there?
Hey, I'm here, guys. Can you hear me?
There you go. I got you now. I got you. Pardo, thank you for taking time to be with us. You got a big event coming up on October the 9th. We want to talk a little bit about the tournament, but what I really want to get into with you is talk about the American Autism and Rehabilitation Foundation. I know it's a nonprofit identity, but tell us a little bit about that.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, Randy, Danny, thank you guys so much for having us on. But the American Autism Rehabilitation Foundation is our nonprofit organization that's located here in Daphne, Alabama, and it focuses on raising awareness for the special needs community, but also funds that are needed for therapy services and sensory-friendly programs that we offer through the American Autism Rehabilitation Center, which is a 10,000 square foot facility that treats a variety of special needs here in Baldwin and Mobile County. And that's the reason why we put this fundraiser event together, is to help us with that mission and that cause of supporting special needs families here locally.
Which is awesome. And Danny, I know you got some ties to that as well.
Well, absolutely. And Kevin, it's one of the things. It's such a great and needed cause and support structure. And a lot of times, and I've been fortunate enough to work. Just be associated with some autistic children and then the families as well. And, one of the dynamics, and I want you to kind of put on this, it's not always, and I'm going to try to say this right, it's not always about the child with autism or some of the challenges. It's also about the family structure. A lot of people, when you have an autistic child, your time gets consumed with all kind of different things, with, keeping them hygiene, getting them to and from therapy, providing those sensory outlets and everything. And if they happen to have siblings, sometimes those siblings get kind of lost in the shuffle and have to grow up a little fast, which leads to a lot of different problems for them too. So I really commend your organization for looking at the autistic family as a whole and providing a complete structure for the family environment to deal with something that we deal with on a daily basis.
Absolutely. Well, that's exactly what we were created to do, and that's the heart of the mission of what we do. Because you're absolutely right; these families are faced with so many challenges. It's already challenging just raising a family, but when you throw in the special needs dynamics, when you throw in the financial roadblocks, when you throw in trying to get to and from potentially numerous different therapies at potentially different locations, that's why we wanted to create something where families could visit one place that would provide all those services under one roof, and we consistently expand those service offerings to the community as we try to fill that need as best as we're able.
Well, it certainly is very important. There is absolutely no question about it. And one of the ways that you raise money is for the golf tournament you have coming up. It's Tea Time for Autism Golf Tournament fundraiser. That happens on October the 9th at Rock Creek. It's the inaugural fundraising event that promises to offer golfers a great game, fantastic prizes, entertainment, and delicious food supporting a great cause. Tell us about this tournament. We're excited to be out there. We want to blow y'all's expectations away. I think that I know that you got a great committee, and before you tell me about the tournament, Kevin, you have to tell me about your committee that involves Christy and Big 89 and Donna, and tell us about your committee.
Man, we have you talk about a passionate committee. You're absolutely right. With Big 89 and Christy, the whole committee has been just so excited. I mean, you could feel this golf tournament from the first time we got together just talking about the idea, much less actually putting all the details together. So you talk about a passionate committee that loves what we do, loves the special needs community, loves golf, and wants to put on one heck of a tournament. That's exactly what this committee is committed to doing, which is really exciting for sure. We've got a great group of people helping us to put this together.
Well, you do, in fact, for sure. Now, if folks want to go on and get a team together, let's talk about how they can do that.
Okay, absolutely. Well, they can go to AmericanAutismCenter.org, and you can register. What it's going to be is First of all, it's presented by Tacky Jacks as our presenting sponsor. We have lunch and registration at 11:30 a.m. Again, this is all on Friday, October the 9th. Our tee time is at 1 p.m. It's set up as a 4-man scramble with a shotgun start. And golfers have a chance to do all kinds of different things, win a $5,000 cash prize in a putting contest. Dixon Golf will be on site giving away prizes for those that are up for the challenge. And if you're lucky enough to score a hole-in-one, you can win a 7-day trip to Hawaii, sponsored by USA Ready Mix, or even a vehicle provided by Terry Thompson Chevrolet, which is exciting. And I also want to mention our Players Party. We have a very incredible Players Party that's not going to just include an exceptional dinner, but also beverages, live music by Shay White, a cigar station provided by Downtown Cigars, a local cigar company here in Daphne, bourbon tasting by Detling Bourbon, which is one of my favorite bourbons, and we'll also have a silent auction and announce a raffle winner. So every golfer gets a free raffle ticket, so someone's going to walk away with a PK 360 grill, which was donated by Jubilee Ace Hardware. So again, you can register to golf or even as a sponsor at AmericanAutismCenter.org.
That's a lot of stuff. Plus, you have a silent auction going, okay? And I think with that, there's some Alabama, Auburn, LSU, Mississippi State, South Alabama, much more things that you can do a silent auction on. But listen, you have got it set up. You've done a great job. And I'm visiting with Kevin Miller, the VP and Director of Marketing for the American Autism and Rehabilitation Center in Daphne, Alabama. And Kevin, again, that group that you've assembled, that y'all have, this committee, has got some experience. So this is not the first one that's ever been put on. It might be the first one, first of this event, but these guys have got some deep experience, and it certainly shows in the way you've set it up, all the amenities that's going to be with it. I tell you, we're excited to be a part of it as well.
It's going to be an exciting time, and we just appreciate you guys being a part and appreciate you letting me be on the show today.
Well, look, we're going to be talking more about it. Of course, Big 89 is going to be with us next week as we broadcast live from Timber Creek. We get set for our GCGA event there on October the 4th, and we're going to have Russ Wood be there. Maybe we can get Christy. If you're available, we'll just have a party over there and just let folks know all about it. But we encourage you. You can go to AmericanAutismCenter.com, AmericanAutismCenter.com, and at the top you'll see nonprofit. You want more information on Tea Time for Autism Golf Tournament, the fundraiser, all you need to do is click on that. Everything is right there. The deadline to register is October the 5th, so that is a week from tomorrow. Is that a week from tomorrow? I think that is a week from tomorrow.
A week from tomorrow, exactly right.
Yeah. So, Kevin, I'll tell you, excited about it. Thank you for taking time to be on with us. And I got to love the fact you work with your wife. Let's take just a moment to talk about Julie.
Julie is a rock star. She is an occupational therapist. She's also our director of therapy. And, of course, I think you guys are going to get to hear from her next week.
Right.
She holds together a large staff of dedicated medical professionals that go to work every single day to serve the need. And it's a huge mission that when you meet her, when you talk with her, she is just full of the passion and dedicated to the mission that we have and a great cause. And so it's awesome to be able to work with her. She deals with the therapy side. I deal more with the marketing and operations side of things, and we work really well together as a team.
You see how he laid that out right there, didn't you?
Job well done, Kevin.
You said everything exactly the way she wrote it. So, hey, Kevin, man, thanks for being on, and it is very, very important. Folks, go on and register, sign up to play in this tournament that happens on October the 9th. We'll be talking more about it for sure. And listen, we know that Hurricane Sally came through. It's been tough for a lot of folks having to deal with debris and trees and all that, but you know what? Take a break. Take a break, get away from it for a little bit, go enjoy a wonderful day of golf and everything that you've got going on with it. And again, you can check it out at AmericanAutismCenter.com, AmericanAutismCenter.com. Go to the tab that says nonprofit, and you will be able to register from there. Kevin, thanks again, pal. Appreciate you being on. Look forward to seeing you maybe next week.
Randy, Danny, thank you guys. Talk soon.
All right, there you go. Kevin Moeller, the VP and Director of Marketing for American Autism and Rehabilitation Center in Daphne, Alabama.
Well, Randall, you well know this is pretty dear to my heart here, and no parent should ever. It actually says this on the website, but no parent should ever be faced with a decision to send their special needs child to a group home environment or anything like that. We are too good of a country, too good of a community here as well. And this is all local. This is the things that we charge, our fellow, local friends and families to get embraced and supports things like this. This is our responsibility, and I'm sure we're going to come through with flying colors.
Well, I've got 2/3 of the team put, or I guess 3/4 of the team put together.
So who's that?
It'll be me, you, the publisher of our magazine, Joey Johnson.
Yes.
And you know what we may do?
Let's call Emily from Golf Critique, see if she's available. It says on-course correspondent.
You go.
I'm sure Jeremy will pull some strings.
You know what? I'm going to call him. Which reminds me. Hey, look, you go onto our website, southernfairwaysgolf.com, southernfairwaysgolf.com, and check out right there in the middle of the page. It says Golf Critique, all right? While you're there, all you do is get that QR code and review a course, all right? It's a free account. You review a course, an instructor, or resort, and you'll automatically be entered into a $25,000 giveaway for a chance to win a 3-day, 2-night golf experience in Pinehurst, North Carolina. You and a friend. 6 finalists will be chosen, and 1 lucky guest will go home with $25K. Make sure you use our referral code 31112 when signing up, so they know that we sent you. All right, that's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait for that, and that's a good company. You check them out. If you're looking for the best search engine in golf, you want to check out golfcritique.com.
Well, I was just checking a few. ESPN came out with its FBI update after yesterday's college football poll. AP will come out in a little bit. Somehow Ohio State, who's not going to play a football game for at least a month, is now number 1. Alabama's moved up to 2. Clemson's dropped a little bit.
You know what we need to do? Let's take a quick timeout, all right? And when we come back, you want to talk some football?
Why not?
All right, we're going to do it. We'll open up the phone lines as well at 251-343-0106. I'll give away some golf, and we'll talk football as Southern Fairways rolls on.
Savings, selection, customer satisfaction. That's Eastern Shore Toyota. Rush for big ball markdowns on hundreds of new Toyotas. Like Grand 4s and Highlanders, save up to $6,100. Yes, drive away today in your new RAV4 or Highlander and save up to $6,100, or get as low as 0% financing. Plus, get a lifetime warranty, identity protection, theft protection, and more. Hurry to Eastern Shore Toyota, I-10 exit 38. Passionate for customer satisfaction.
At Ping, we know the best drivers build confidence. It takes distance, accuracy, looks, and a sound that turns heads. Introducing the new G400. The hotter face is forged to deliver a powerful feel and explosive distance. Tungsten weighting and dragonfly technology give it off-the-charts forgiveness. And a faster shape means less drag for more speed. Experience the custom-fit G400, the most fully engineered driver you'll ever hit. Ping, play your best.
Hello, Brian Barker, head golf professional at Lake Forest Golf Club. Have you decided where your next golf experience will be? Well, consider Lake Forest Golf Club. We're open to the public and offer a very challenging and extremely affordable experience. For just $39 plus tax, you'll receive unlimited golf and your choice of a premium sleeve of golf balls or a hot lunch. Why wait? Call 251-626-9324 to book your tee time today. That's 251-626-9324.
Hey, are you looking to play some competitive golf? Well, if you answered yes, then check out the GCGA Tour. It's your tour. For more information and event dates, go online to gcgatour.com. gcgatour.com.
And we welcome you back to Southern Fairways Golf Show right here on the Golf Broadcast Network. I'm Randy Burgan along with Danny Spivey. And I tell you what, we are rolling through this 2 hours. I told you, you need to make sure that you buckle up because it will go by extremely fast. As you know, we always talk golf first right here on the Golf Broadcast Network. And I want to go ahead and give away some golf. 251-343-0106, 251-343-0106. We'll take the 4th phone call, giving you a 5-pack to Glen Lakes, okay? 251-343-0106. You'll get a 5-pack to Glen Lakes where you can take you and 4 of your golfing buddies. We pick up the cart fee. Now, what do? We pick up the green fee.
Yeah,
we pick up the cart fee. There you go. So pretty good deal. About $175, $200 value right there. All right, as I mentioned, we talked golf first, but I want to talk a little football as well. We talked a little bit about that Auburn game, the Mississippi State game. LSU just did not look like the LSU that you expect coming out of a championship. And Florida, I thought played pretty good. Again, and let me just go ahead. I told you I wasn't going to say it, but I'm going to go ahead and get this out. Guys, we don't have to get political. We don't have to get political in college sports. All right, you don't have to. We don't want to. All right. Yeah. So let's just if we got to do all of that, let's just kind of rethink what we're doing here. All right, the guys we want to watch football. That's all we want to do.
Just one avenue.
Everywhere you turn, can't we just have one thing?
And unfortunately, it puts us in a position where we get defensive about it in a way, and then it sounds like we're not considerate about different things and people's rights to do whatever they want to do. And it's fine and dandy. I try to stay off the social media thing and with a lot of my personal opinions and everything because I don't want to, affect my job or, things like that because I can get kind of vocal. And we do have about a 1.5 second delay on this show, just in case.
We can hit that button if we can
hit that button. But getting back to football, you know what? I watched, I had finished playing over at Steelwood in the morning, played with the men's group early, tee off at 8. So by the time we got in, the Kentucky-Auburn game was going on.
Right.
And, of course, it was just, we're checking it out on our phones. Everybody's so excited. I had to re-download, because I got a new phone, re-download the, college football score apps and all that other stuff they like to follow. But Auburn, they looked a little iffy. Kentucky looked okay. It was kind of a sloppy game at 8-7. And then, of course, that... And if you're an Alabama fan, it's a pick six, in the end zone that Auburn ran it back, and then I guess there was a targeting call. I was too sick to my stomach to look at it, but anyway, that touchdown at the end of the first half was called back when Auburn intercepted a ball from Kentucky and went all the way back. But Auburn found a little bit of their swag and a little bit towards the end of the game and ended up pulling away. But Texas A&M. Kelly Mond, of course, Alabama faces them next week, and of course got a big game with Auburn and Georgia. I don't know if Vanderbilt they had a little bit more defensive prowess this year or something, or Texas A&M was. I wasn't that impressed. Now I'm going to knock on wood because who knows, Kelly Mond may come out and throw for gangbusters next week against Alabama, but. I got to tell you, looking at all the teams and all the highlights from yesterday, in the SEC specifically, Randy, the talent level and Mac Jones at quarterback.
How about Jalen Waddle?
Gosh, Alabama looks...
Najee Harris.
Alabama looks pretty darn good.
They
look pretty solid. They gave up a sloppy one at the end, which drives Coach Saban absolutely nuts. And some of us too, especially if you like to bet on games, which is now totally illegal. So but when you're sitting there in a line's 29 points, and you've got a 5-star backup quarterback in who can run it, throw it, and everything else for Alabama, and then we give up a sloppy fumble, and then they go down and score and make it a little closer than it really was. Missouri did. I'm sure there's a lot of people scratching their head on that one, or maybe throwing the remote at the TV.
It could be. How about UCF? 51-28 over East Carolina. Miami gets the win over Florida State, 52-10. As you mentioned, Texas A&M slips by Vanderbilt, 17-10. And I'm going to tell you what, Texas and Texas Tech could have won that ball game. They should have won that ball game.
Well, Texas, unbelievable
overtime.
Yeah, unbelievable finish in regulation. To score and then a 2-point conversion with basically no time on the clock to send it into overtime was pretty impressive, but a big win for Texas. A lot of expectations there.
You mentioned Mississippi State, of course, Mike Leach, the new coach there, and this KJ Costello, 36 of 60, 623 yards, 5 touchdowns. He doesn't look like a quarterback that Mississippi State has had in a long well, I take that back. He's playing for the Dallas Cowboys now.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott.
Go ahead.
No.
No, I was looking around different conferences, of course. Everybody's eyes are on that powerhouse of a conference, the ACC. I'm being a little facetious there, but looks like Miami might have a pretty good club this year. May have a pretty good ball team. Of course, they're going to play UAB next. They played UAB, then Louisville. They beat Florida State yesterday. The Miami Hurricanes I'm talking about beat them 52-10, and on October 10th they're going to play at number 1 Clemson. Should be a pretty good.
It'll be fun. We're excited to have college football back. Yesterday didn't feel like a college football Saturday to me. Don't know. Typically we get up on football Saturdays. You get up and go play golf or do your thing, and then, man, you get set back. The weather's just right, and maybe put something on the grill and get ready for some football. It was. I guess once I got into the game, then it was, but I just didn't have that feel like you normally have on a college football Saturday.
It was an odd feeling, exactly, and it's got to be a really odd feeling for of course, a lot of my buddies up in Columbus, Ohio, with the Big Ten getting kicked off here October 24th. Ohio State, the Buckeyes will start off with Nebraska in Columbus, and then it looks like they have Penn State that weekend on Halloween, October 31st. Which, speaking of which, are you and Boone got any Halloween plans? You going to go to any Halloween parties or anything?
Probably not.
Okay, well, I was thinking about putting one together just in case.
Oh, okay. Well, if I get invited, maybe. So, hey, let me say congratulations to Damian Langan of Mobile. He picks up the 5-pack to Glen Lakes. Congratulations. You're going to enjoy that. Maybe we can give away some more golf coming up in just a few moments. Tiger Woods, well, you know what he did? You know what happened last year when he won the Zozo, right? You know what number that gave him? That was his 82nd victory.
Yes.
All right. I got to think, let's talk about him for just a moment. He and Phil Mickelson, a little disappointed in the way they played last week at the Open. Do you think that he is? Well, give me your thoughts on Tiger right now, because I know he's going to be excited to defend the Zozo Championship, and it's a place he knows very well, Sherwood Country Club. All right. Remember, that's where he always had his tournament for years and years and years.
Mm-hmm.
Was at Sherwood, and then he moved it to the Bahamas. So he knows the course well. I think he's got a chance to win it.
Well, he does have a chance. Tiger Mike brought up this last week, or the week before. We were talking about Tiger Woods a little bit in his schedule, basically picking and choosing. And I try not to be too much of a Tiger Woods defender, but there's a few players out on tour, like a Phil Mickelson, a Tiger Woods, and a couple others that have been doing this a long time. They have 50, 60, 70, 80 wins, like Tiger does, and so they're going to pick and choose. They can't play everywhere. They have, when your net worth is close to $1 billion, you have some other things that you need to take care of. Of course, Tiger is searching for that next win, and the Zozo. So I don't expect to see Tiger a whole lot. Of course, we're going to see him at Zozo, like I said. And then probably the next time you're going to see him, I doubt you're going to see him in Shanghai, China, for the WGC HSBC champion. I don't think he even is going to qualify for that. He may qualify that. You're not going to see him. He usually doesn't play in the Sony Open or anything, or Century Tournament of Champions, even though he won. He may be there. I don't know. He doesn't release his schedule very much. But if you're a big Tiger Woods fan and you're waiting for that 83rd victory, then you're only going to see him probably a dozen times in a year playing a golf tournament. And 4 of those are going to be the majors. And then, of course,
you hope.
Yeah. But we will see him. One thing I do know for sure is we're going to see him at Augusta in November. He will be there.
So.
And as long as his body's there, I think he'll be there. And we'll just see. Does he get to that magic number? I think he does eventually.
What is he rank? 22nd? In the official World Golf
Rankings right now. Yeah.
Speaking of which, let me go and give you the official World Golf Rankings brought to you by Rolex and our friends over at Adams Title Pond. Right now, Dustin Johnson remains number 1, John Rahm 2, Justin Thomas is 3, Roy McIlroy is 4, Bryson DeChambeau with the win moves from 9th to 5th place, Colin Morikawa is 6th, Webb Simpson 7th, Xander Schauffele, who I thought would have played a little bit better in the, where did Xander finish in the, he finished 5th, yeah.
He finished 5th,
he had a chance.
And I'll tell you, he coming down the stretch, you know, he made 4 bogeys in a row on the back nine, then made a couple birdies coming in, which was good. But
he's ranked 8th. Brooks Koepka is ranked 9th, and to round out the top 10 of the official World Golf Rankings presented by Rolex and Adams Title Pawn is Captain America, Patrick Reed. So there you go. Now, it looks like in Dubai for the Dubai Duty Free Irish Open, and I said from the United Kingdom, they're not in Dubai. They're in the United Kingdom. Dubai Duty Free Irish Open. The American John Catlin still holds his 1-stroke lead. He is finished. He is at 10 under. The Englishman Aaron Ray, he's through 17 holes. He's on number 18 right now. He's 1 back at 9 under. So maybe the American can get that win for sure. Of course, the LPGA, they'll be back in action this week. They're going to be over in New Jersey. If they're going to be in Jersey, hey, you got a quarter for a cup of coffee on 32 and 3rd Street? All right, they're going to be at the ShopRite LPGA Classic and the Corn Ferry Tour. We talked about Jared, I want to talk a bit about this guy.
Let's talk about
Jared Wolf.
Yeah.
He is a guy from Lexington, Kentucky. And let me see if I can get to this real quick.
Lexington or Louisville? Is it Louisville or Lexington?
It's Louisville. No, it's Louisville. He's Louisville. Yeah, he's from Louisville. All right, but here's just some of the background on this guy. All right, his favorite courses to play include TPC Sawgrass. That's everybody's Valhalla, and would like to play Pebble Beach and Augusta. Okay, we all would. But this is what I think you'll like. He enjoys watching The Office, Parks and Recreation.
Yes.
Modern Family. A movie starring Will Ferrell and Vince Vaughn.
He sounds like we could hang out. You know, I'll be honest with you. Except for the Modern Family. I wasn't a big Modern Family fan, although it was funny, very well written. But big Office and Parks. You know, when I had my sinus surgery, going off top. One of the I watched Parks and Recreation, starting with episode 1, season 1, for the 4 days that I was kind of under the weather there and trying to heal. And that's a funny show.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Pretty funny. Hey, this guy, Jared, he's also been a driver for Uber and Uber Eats. Guess where he met his wife, Kelsey?
On an Uber Eat date.
Nope, guys, it works. eHarmony.
How about
So if you're searching, eHarmony might be a new sponsor here.
Best $39 a month he ever spent.
He is very much involved with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. All right, we'll take a quick time out. When we come back, we'll put the wraps on this edition of Southern Fairways Golf Show.
Hi, this is David Musial, PGA professional at Glen Lakes Golf Club. Here's a quick tip for you. When you're getting ready to play golf, clear your mind, think about having fun, and enjoy the thought of 27 holes of great golf at Glen Lakes Golf Club. For lessons and tee times, call 251-955-1220. Glen Lakes Golf Club, just 6 miles north of the beaches in Foley.
Savings, selection, customer satisfaction. That's Eastern Shore Toyota. Rush for big fall markdowns on hundreds of new Toyotas. Like Tacomas and Tundras, save up to $6,400. Yes, drive away today in your new Tacoma or Tundra and save up to $6,400 or get 0% financing. Plus, get a lifetime warranty, identity protection, theft protection, and more. Hurry to Eastern Shore Toyota, I-10 exit 38. Passionate for customer satisfaction.
At Ping, we know the best drivers build confidence. It takes distance, accuracy, looks, and a sound that turns heads. Introducing the new G400. The hotter face is forged to deliver a powerful feel and explosive distance. Tungsten weighting and dragonfly technology give it off-the-charts forgiveness. And a faster shape means less drag for more speed. Experience the custom-fit G400, the most fully engineered driver you'll ever hit. Ping, play your best.
Matt Brandt here again with Boudreaux's Cajun Grill and Daphne's. We are ready to serve you, and we are open again. We've taken all of those CDC guidelines and separated our tables, spread out those tables on the deck so that you can come out with your family and friends and enjoy a great meal. Come out and see us. We're safe, we're sanitized, we are COVID ready, and we are ready to serve. Boudreaux's Cajun Grill and Daphne, the best on the Eastern Shore.
Boudreaux's Cajun Grill, located on Highway 98 just south of I-10. Contests on Southern Fairways Golf Radio Show are open to persons 18 years of age or older. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Void where prohibited by law. All prizes must be claimed within 14 days of winning. Hey, there's more winning coming up, so good luck. Hey, welcome back to Southern Fairways Golf Radio Show. I'll tell you, we are about to wrap up today. It has been a fun day, I got to be honest with you. But listen, I want you to do something real quick. Go to our Facebook right now and go to Southern Fairways, search Southern Fairways, and turn us on. Watch us for just a second, because I'm going to give you just a minute to get set here. But last night in the Alabama game, they had an official, the head official. Right. Great guy. I thought he did a great job. But yeah. I sent you a text, did I not? And I said, "Oh my."
Oh yes, yes.
Who does he look like?
Well, at least we know where Mike Tyson is. That's what
I said. We know where Mike Tyson is. All right.
Yeah, the young Mike Tyson.
Let me see if I got something here for you. It's right now. I don't know if that shows a lot of comparison, but doesn't Mike Tyson look like that guy?
Well, he definitely pre-face tattoo. You know. I mean, they did a tremendous. You know, it has got to be so tough wearing those masks and trying. They're going to come up with something. I'm waiting on the technology. Jackson and I were working on new interactive masks, basically. What I was saying, and. You know, it's tough. You have to pull it down and stuff and talking to the microphone. I don't know. They figure out a way. But, yeah, that was good. They did a good job.
Well, let's go to our Jason Young State Farm Insurance guest line. I do not have the music queued up for him. Didn't do it this time, but we're going to welcome in Bama Tim. How you doing, pal?
Good morning, guys. How y'all feeling today?
Well, we're feeling pretty good. How about you?
Man, I feel like a junkie and just coming down off my first sticks in months, man. What a day for football, right?
Oh, my goodness. What a day. What a day.
I mean, can you believe LSU lost the opening game? That's the first time a national champion has lost their opening game the following year, I think the 1990s.
Oh, Michigan won it.
And when Michigan done it?
Yeah.
Oh, what a day. What a day for football. Mac Jones come out, looked like, I mean, he looked great. And Jalen Waddle and Najee Harris, oh, my Lord, that was fun to watch.
So, Bama Tim, let me ask you, and try, be very honest. And I'm going to say first half and then second half. Let's give us a grade for Alabama in the first half.
First half, I would probably have to give them a B+.
Okay.
Second half, maybe a C, because it looks like they got maybe a little overconfident, took their foot off the gas, and just kind of cruised through. But, hey, we'll take it. A win's a win, and I'm sure Coach Saban will have them ready next week when we play Texas A&M at home.
That should be a pretty good ball game, don't you think?
Oh, right. And it's an earlier game. You ain't got to wait all damn day for them to get started, man.
I'll tell you, those 6 o'clock games are tough. You got to pace yourself pretty good. How about food-wise?
Well, at least it gives you time to get stuff done around the house before you got to sit down and watch football. But look, guys, I know I'm running a little on time, but I would never use this show to further any of my purposes, right? But I just got to give a big shout out to a dear friend of mine whose birthday was Thursday. So not only did we get to celebrate football, and we got to have cake. And
look at you!
Happy birthday to Crosby, my friend. I told her I'd mention her on the radio.
There you go.
Y'all have a great day, and roll, Tide roll.
There you go, Bama Tim. I'll tell you, it brings it each and every Sunday. And guess what? Guess who's online now?
Oh, yeah.
Bama, listen, we had Tiger Mike on, and Tiger Mike, I had something queued up for you, and I'm not sure. Danny, should I do this, or should I just wait? Is that poor taste?
You know how much we care for you.
You know this
Randy, you do what you feel you need to do.
Okay. All right, here it comes. Hang on. That was it.
Well, look, first and foremost, if I'm crying, it ain't going to sound like that.
No. Oh, my goodness. Hey, it was a tough day, brother. It was a tough day. Tell me what went wrong.
I'll say this. It was a tough day. I learned a lot about Mississippi State, and I learned a lot about my team. And
preparation goes a long way, and to be prepared for that air raid takes more than 4 weeks of COVID practice. That's all I'm going to say. And let me tell you, he is going to raise havoc across the whole conference. But the other schools got a chance. We'll look at this film and try to dissect it, especially Nick. So I think they'll have better. I mean, I don't think they'll give up 600 plus yards in passing, but he is going to make his mark in his conference. I'm not sure he's going to win 10 or 8 games, but he's going to make his mark. And I guess that's why they call him the Pirate, because he definitely does things unorthodox.
That he does for sure. Then we're talking about Mike Leach, the coach for Mississippi State. And listen, this Costello, there's certainly no doubt that he brings on a whole different look to Mississippi State. But you know, one of the things I think that was kind of getting me a little bit is whenever you look at LSU, obviously coming off of a championship, is the fact that typically across the board you look at their defensive backs, they're always tops in the nation, and it just seems like they just couldn't cover some of these wideouts.
Well, Randy, you're exactly right. And talking, Mike, I'll let you finish up here. But I do, and they just looked a little flat-footed. Now, we can give a lot of credit to Mike Leach and KJ Costello. And Costello could sit out next week and still probably lead the SEC in passing. That's how big of a day. And I think it really shell-shocked LSU. And here's my advice, and this, it's really tough, and LSU's had some great teams, and last year, just let's face it, a team for the ages. Everything happened right for LSU last year. This is a great opportunity for Coach O, kind of back off a little bit, reevaluate. I'm not saying he did a poor coaching job. It was just a culmination, man. It was the first game. You know, everybody prepares differently, but this kid came out with a chip on his shoulder, and Leach came out and he said, listen, this is how Mississippi State's going to play offense from now on, so everybody just better get ready.
No, I agree. And, looking at Costello yesterday reminded me a little bit of Burrow, because he's a graduate, senior, graduate, whatever they're called nowadays. He just didn't panic. He knew what to do. He made a mistake, and he overcame it, and he went forward. And our quarterback, he is starting to spotlight. He's got a big shoulders to fill, and he's got a ways to go. And I was disappointed, but I'm a realist in knowing that, hey, they can only get better from what they did yesterday. And I was surprised that all the teams that Missouri came back against Alabama. I mean, shoot, Van, you gave A&M a scare of their life. So this is definitely, people said before the season, it's going to be crazy. And evidently the first week proved that. And then Oklahoma blowing that yesterday.
Yep.
I guess anything can happen. And I know a few people made this prediction. I'll say it. I guess I'm going to go along with it. I got a feeling that everybody have at least 2 losses in all across the board in the country. It's just, except for maybe Ohio State, because there's no competition in the Big Ten. That's just my opinion.
All right, lay it on me.
Yeah, it's crazy, and I'm looking forward to next week. We get Vandy. We know what they did yesterday, so I'm looking forward to my team being a lot more prepared and a lot better than what they showed yesterday. And hey. Real quick, one thing. When you looked at the stands of all the games, I just saw patterns of sitting, like the South Carolina game. They look like the U.S. flag, but vertical instead of horizontal. Is there some kind of rhyme or reason? Because some stadiums look a lot fuller than other ones. So I'll leave you with that and go Tigers.
There you go. I noticed that, and I'm like, I don't know. I do have to mention this real quick. Our good friend Tim Werner just mentions, he sends me a text here talking about Mississippi State and what Costello. He says, I have the over-under on pass attempts next week. Mississippi State plays the Razorbacks of Arkansas.
Okay.
70.
Okay. He may throw it 70 times.
I don't know about the seating arrangement.
Yeah, the seating arrangement. I noticed that. I looked into it a little bit. basically all those seats are in blocks of certain types where, obviously the ticket office knows who's there and who they are, for instance, the student body and different things like that. So there's a rhyme, or, there's a reason to that. And I'm going to look into that for you, because especially in the student section, I'm very interested.
Absolutely. Hey, we want to remind you, the brand new fall edition of our Lifestyle, Leisure, and Travel golf magazine, Southern Fairways, will be out soon. The publisher, Joey Johnson, is doing an outstanding job on it. He's already let me see some of it, and it is going to be fantastic. Now, what that means for you, you're going to get some great articles, great tips, some great information, and absolutely some great golf discounts. Go online for the digital version at southernfairwaysgolf.com. While you're on the website, check out the tab that says deals. You'll be able to get golf at up to 50% off, and check out our podcast. Also check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All you need to do is search Southern Fairways. We're excited. Golf critique. Go to our website, southernfairwaysgolf.com. Check it out. Register for $25,000. Good show, Danny. We'll see you next week in Timber Creek.
Next week in Timber Creek.
I want to thank our producers, Leanna and Philip Bush. Thanks for hanging out with us, folks. We will see you next week. I'm Randy Burgan for the whole staff. Have a great day, and remember this: God bless America. Bye-bye, buddy.